Hey, good morning, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, I just wanted to come in and make a really quick video and tell you guys about something I've been learning about this week that really just kind of blew my mind. And I feel the need to share this with you. Yahweh is putting it on my heart to really share this with you. So a lot of you know, I went on the carnivore diet. I had an amazing amount of healing from carnivore diet. I went from a stiffness and pain level of about 20 down to maybe a 2 or 3. But I still have this residual inflammation in my body, which caused me to kind of seek out what could possibly be going wrong. What else can it be? I mean, I basically just eat beef, water, and salt. Occasionally I'll throw in some chicken, and occasionally I'll throw in some dairy. But my diet is pretty simplistic, and I'm okay with that, by the way. It doesn't bother me that all I eat is meat, no matter what you may think about being restrictive and all. It doesn't bother me to eat that because I eat when I'm hungry and that's it. So my goal when I eat is not to entertain myself, it is to fill myself up. So I have broken that entertainment addiction to my food. But I still have this underlying, just dull, nagging inflammation still. And I'm like, what is going on? And I follow a nutritionist on YouTube. She does a lot of interviews with many different people. And her big thing that she's delving into right now is CIRS, which is CIRS. And it's chronic inflammatory response syndrome. And she's taken quite a beating from the carnivore community because unfortunately there's a lot of people within the carnivore community who believe that if you just eat meat, you're going to get better and everything's going to be great. But unfortunately, that's not always the case for a subsect of people. And I'm going to explain why. And please bear with me because I'm still learning about this, but the information is so impactful that I feel like I need to share it with you, because if you're somebody like me who is dealing with this constant joint stiffness and pain and brain fog and inflammation, and it's very debilitating. And when you're trying to do everything right and you think you're on the right path, and it starts to turn back and you start to feel bad again, it can be very disheartening. You know, it can make you feel like, what's the point? Why am I even trying? I should just go get myself a piece of cake and just be happy and live la vida loca. But you know that every bite you put in your mouth is either going to harm you or help you. And so you stop yourself from doing that. But this information is so impactful, I really feel led to share it with you. So what I'm learning is that, number one, 45%, that's almost half of the buildings and homes in America, you guys, are infected with mold. Did you know that? And mold is very detrimental to your health, especially if you have a certain gene. 25% of the population has a gene that makes it impossible for them to filter these toxins out of their body without drastic measures. And I'm still trying to learn what those drastic measures are, so bear with me on this, but I'm just trying to present this idea to you, because if you're on a journey and everything you try is not working, it's time to start looking towards environmental toxins, okay? So there's a test that you can take online. It's a vision test. It's only like $15. And it's a vision test, and it tests you through all of these different screens that you have to, sometimes you can see the pattern, sometimes you can't see the pattern, but then it's followed up by a questionnaire that kind of goes through your symptoms and stuff like that. And at the end of the test, it'll tell you if this is something you need to pursue. It'll tell you whether or not biotoxins are present in your body. And so I did mine, and all 3 portions of my test came back as positive for biotoxins. Now, that having been said, that biotoxin, it could be mold. It could be mold, and it's very probable that it could be mold. But there are many, many things that we eat, drink, and breathe in that are toxic, okay? It could come from medications. It could come from vaccines. It could come from a certain food you eat. Guys, we eat stuff every day that is just polluted with mold. Stuff like nuts, like peanuts and cashews and stuff like this are very, very high in mold. Beef jerky and dried fruits, very, very high in mold, you guys. And we eat it just like constantly. These things are delicious, so we eat them constantly, but we're infecting our bodies. And if you're one of these people that has this gene, then it's going to be impossible for you to filter through naturally these toxins out of your body. And many people can do it, and it doesn't affect them that bad, but many people can't. And they become very, very sick, not just in their joints, in their muscles, but they get chronic fatigue syndrome. They get brain fog. Sometimes it goes as far unchecked and it becomes Alzheimer's because you've got all of these toxins built up in your body. So like I said, I'm still learning about this. I'm still learning about the protocols to how to heal yourself once you find out whether or not you have this gene. My next step is going to be taking another test to find out if that gene is present in my body. And if it is, I can tell you right now, I'm going to be on it like gangbusters. Guys, life is too long. Many, many people tell you that life is short, but I can tell you, if you're not living a good, healthy life, your life is long, it's miserable, and it's painful. And so life is too long to be stuck and paralyzed in pain and in disease. So as I'm learning more about this, I definitely will share more about this in my testimony. But this is just to kind of let you guys know that this is something I am looking into because unfortunately I still have issues and I'm eating next to nothing. So in case, you know, the next step is water only, and I gotta eat something, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to present this to you, and I'm going to share the link to the test below so that if you guys are interested, if you do want to take that first step, like I said, the test is only $15. You can do it right on your phone. It's very easy to do. It takes about 20 minutes because, like I said, it's got a long questionnaire, but it is so worth it to know what is happening in your body, you guys. I contend every day, Yahweh is faithful and Yahweh is going to heal you, but we play a very active part in that healing. And if you're not questioning and wondering why you're sick, and if you're not willing to do whatever it takes to get better, you're going to get a healing, but you're going to get sick again. I'm sorry. The minute you put something, and that's the thing with the carnivore diet and how this all ties in, is the fact that when you have this toxicity, everything you put in your mouth has a potential inflammatory response in your body because your immune system is just whacked out. So you get a lot of healing from the carnivore diet because you are eliminating so many inflammatory foods, but there's still something there. It could be as simple as seasonings. It could be as simple as you need to go completely grass-fed. It could be as simple as you can't eat aged beef because, again, aged beef has a potential to have mold in it. So, it's a very interesting subject, so I hope that you guys will indulge me and go on this journey with me, and hopefully something that I share with you will help you on your journey to healing. And yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you today. Many of you I will see later, and I love you. And to those that I won't see later, I love you, and Shabbat Shalom. Have a great day.